I'm Judy Shaw for NYC Floor Talk. Joining me today is Mick Sheldrick. He's the co-founder and chief policy officer at Global Citizen. Mick, thanks so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me. It's a real pleasure to be on with you.
Thank you. So, Mick, Global Citizen and the World Health Organization launched the Together at Home initiative last month. What's behind this initiative and how did it get started?
Yeah, so about a month ago, when the world was going into lockdown, people were socially distancing, staying at home. Dr. Tedros, the head of the World Health Organization, Amina Mohammed, the Deputy Secretary General of the UN, they reached out to us and they said, this is a time of, when we need social cohesion. It's a time when we need to bring people together. And they asked if we would provide a moment of unity to bring the world together, to really relay the importance of why people should be staying at home, why that's one of the best things that we can do, but also giving people a way to take action. And for our platform, we had quizzes for people to stay engaged. They could call on their governments. And then quickly, Chris Martin, who's our Global Citizen Festival curator, helps us usually take the festival around the world. He had this great idea of artists using their social media platforms to promote, the campaign and to reach their fans. And so from Chris Martin, he threw the baton to John Legend. Then we had Shawn Mendes, Camila Cabello. And then from that, it just grew and grew until we're now 2 days ahead of one of the biggest lineups we've ever brought together, all with the message of staying at home, providing a moment of unity to bring the world together to fight this virus, and importantly, celebrate and support the health workers on the front lines.
So you mentioned that there's a huge concert that's taking place this weekend, actually on Saturday. It's a global concert. You have a sensational lineup of performers. What can we expect from this concert? What is it going to look like?
Yeah, so of course, it's a huge lineup. We've got everyone from Billie Eilish, Paul McCartney, Oprah Winfrey. We've still got some big announcements to come. And everyone will be participating in this. Of course, they'll be doing it remotely. It will be very different to the festivals we do in Central Park every September. Mm-hmm. But it will be a huge lineup. But what you can also expect to see is stories of some of the brave, courageous health workers who are on the front lines. You can expect to see some commitments from companies, from governments, from individuals, to make sure that health workers have the PPE equipment, to make sure that development on a vaccine is being supported, and to make sure some of these brave frontline health workers have the resources they need, and to celebrate that. So above all, we hope it will be a moment of unity and sharing those stories.
Now, there's going to be money that's being raised. How are you going to use this money?
Yeah, so the funds raised will be used in two streams. The first is the World Health Organization Solidarity Response Fund. Now, the WHO, it's the only organization with a mandate to support relief efforts in every single country around the world, to coordinate development of a vaccine. And so funds will be going towards that, but also you will have funds going to support regional response efforts. We've seen so much generosity and goodwill, to support communities at the local level, including here in the United States. And so many grassroots NGOs will be acknowledged and will be receiving support as well.
Okay, Mick, how does everyone tune in? How do I watch this on Saturday?
Yeah, so there's two parts. The special will take place at 5 p.m. Pacific time or 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can tune in on ABC, NBC, Viacom, CBS Networks, iHeartMedia, Bauer Media. But then in addition, because we've had so much support from philanthropists, from companies, from artists, we also have a 6-hour digital broadcast which will kick off at 11 a.m. Pacific time 2 p.m. Eastern time, and people can tune in on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Apple, Alibaba, Amazon Prime, Twitch, and Yahoo. So pretty much there's no shortage of ways to watch this show, but it's gonna be huge. I hope everyone can join us.
Oh, yes, there's no reason to miss it at all because you can have access. Everyone can have access. So now, Mick, what do you want to tell all the people out there? What do you want to tell our viewers?
Look, I would just say, this is a moment of unity, and we've seeing a great pouring of support. There's things that can go wrong, there's lessons that can be learned, but right now, what we need is leadership, and we need leadership from everyone to respond. And so my hope is that people can tune in for a moment of unity on Saturday. We can celebrate and support in tremendous courage and bravery of frontline health workers. And there will also be ways how people can get engaged. And my hope is that beyond Saturday, all the thousands, hundreds of thousands of people that tune in will stay with us and continue to stay engaged, because we're still not at the end of this virus. In other parts of the world, it's going to get worse before it gets better. Even as in New York City, we start to see things level off, and so we're going to need the support, and we're going to need to support our frontline health workers. So I hope everyone can join us in that spirit of unity, because it's only by working globally together that we're going to beat back this horrific virus.
Mick, I agree with you. And good luck with the concert on Saturday. I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait to tune in. And thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate your support.